A dramatic confession in a years-long case that gripped Long Island. Rex Heuermann admits to being the Gilgo Beach serial killer. Good evening to you. I'm Christine Johnson. This case made headlines nationwide. 7 bodies found near Gilgo Beach. And today, the man behind their deaths confessed. He pleaded guilty to 7 counts of murder and admitted to killing an 8th woman. The families of the victims wept in court, then spoke afterward. And they say it brings the closure that they've waited so many years for. Devlin is here now with more on this case. Alan?
Yeah, KJ, this is a case that haunted Long Island for decades. A case where the mutilated bodies of women kept being found near Gilgo Beach with no answers for their families and no resolution from law enforcement. But today, tears flowed and emotions ran high for the right reason in a case that is now closed.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
A moment in court Wednesday many thought would never happen.
After discussions with your lawyer, you feel it's in your best interest to plead guilty rather than go to trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
62-year-old Rex Heuermann pleads guilty to the murder of 7 women dating back to 1993, including an 8th murder, 34-year-old Karen Vergata. This after originally maintaining his innocence since his arrest in 2023 when prosecutors first accused him of being the Gilgo Beach serial killer.
This defendant walked among us, play acting as a normal suburban dad, when in reality, all along, he was obsessively targeting innocent women for death.
Heuermann admitted to strangling each of the sex workers and dismembering them before hiding the bodies across Long Island, with a focus here along Ocean Parkway and Gilgo Beach, where 10 bodies were found. Heuermann also admitted to using a burner phone, luring the women with the promise of money, and using burlap to bind the victims before they were murdered.
The calculating killer, Rex Heuermann, went on a murder spree.
Former Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison brought what was a cold case back to life by starting a task force dedicated to solving the string of murders. It was an overlooked clue, a truck linked to Heuermann in Massapequa Park, where victims' phones last pinged. His DNA from pizza crust he threw away then matched hair found on the victims, along with a mountain of other evidence, including a chilling planning document on how to get away with murder. Harrison says he was surprised the serial killer did a 180 and took a plea deal, adding historically, serial killers fight vehemently against charges.
They're narcissists. They feel as though nobody's ever going to catch them doing anything wrong. They'll go down swinging through trial.
If he decided to go ahead and plead, it was for his own personal reasons.
Mary Ellen O'Toole is a former FBI agent who worked in the serial killer unit doing behavioral analysis and says Wednesday's confession came for selfish reasons.
It should not be confused with him caring about the victims or even caring about his family. It's all about Rex.
And Wednesday, the families of Heuermann's victims gathered to speak on their newfound sense of closure, but forever sense of loss, knowing while long-awaited justice has been served, the pain of Heuermann's gruesome murders remains.
Justice has finally found its way to you. Your voice was never silenced, your story never forgotten, and your life will always be more than the tragedy that took you.
Is there a message you would want to give to Heuermann? What would you want to tell him?
Goodbye.
That was pretty simple and blunt, wasn't it?
Yeah, it very was.
We know Heuermann's wife and daughter also in that courtroom, and for many people, this was the first time we heard his voice, first time he spoke in court. What's next for him?
So the very next step is going to be his sentencing, where he's expected to spend the rest of his life in prison without the chance of parole. But even beyond that, something interesting that's a part of his plea deal here is he's actually going to be assisting law enforcement with other serial killer cases. Now, experts say this is a part of the plea deal, so it's something he will willingly be doing. But when you look at the profiles of serial killers, they are prolific liars in most instances. So the FBI, CIA, other agencies are going to really need to work to be able to determine if the information insight he's providing is actually accurate and will lead to further arrest. If that will happen, time will tell.
All right, Devlin, thank you. Though today's guilty pleas, of course, also brings closure to Heuermann's Long Island neighbors and his family. For years, the case left an unsettling feeling in Massapequa Park as his home became the center of a crime scene and a media firestorm. But today, it was eerily quiet there, even when Heuermann's family returned from court. The family therapist says that his children are left with no choice but to move on with their lives. And the killer's ex-wife, well, she asked for privacy.
My thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. Their loss is immeasurable, and the focus should be on them.
Accepting, struggling, like everything else, right? They're having a hard time, but they accept it.
The question now turns to what will become of the house. It's not yet clear if the family plans on staying. Throughout the day, CBS News New York brought at you extensive live team coverage, from breaking news when Heuermann entered his plea this morning in court to the live news conference from victims' families. To catch up on it all and for a deeper look back on this case, go to cbsnewyork.com.